Hello, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. I just wanted to give a quick uh, cover on my buy recommendations, let you know what I did today, what I suggest you do, and let's get into it. So REITs are one of my, if I have a favorite position, I think The uh, the upside here is still good. We have a good dividend on REITs, and we also have it's also somewhat defensive. So uh, IYR, the iShares U.S. Real Estate ETF, this is a broad-based ETF, and the inverse head and shoulders pattern down here suggesting 112. We got up to 103, and now we're getting a nice pullback to the 98 area, and you can see how overbought we were at the top here. So this is natural. This is a buying opportunity. I'd be adding just every day that they're down. You want to touch them. You want to add a few shares. When it goes up, you want to sell less shares, but you want to at least sell something. So that's kind of the mentality that at least I use. If you're a buy and hold investor, it's a whole different thing. But IYR, I'd be touching that. If it's down tomorrow, I would do that. American Homes for Rent. This is one of the individual REITs that I suggested. And again, we had the big inverse head and shoulders pattern, but the symmetry wasn't great. So I used this um, ascending triangle. And the price projection based on that is 46. We got up to 41, 41. Touched the overbought level, and now we've pulled back almost to support. Our neckline is now support, and also we have an upward sloping trend line that's also support at 37. So again, I'd be adding on any weakness, and then if you get a bounce, I'd sell a lesser amount uh, to lower my cost basis. So uh, NNN, the third ETF that I recommended, ETF, the third REIT suggestion. It was an individual stock, um, and it looks similar too. I would buy any one of those three, be adding to them. Platinum, a recent suggestion or new buy recommendation. We've had some up days, we've had some down days. We have a big 2.5, 3 year symmetrical triangle that's intact on the weekly chart, but we're in the middle of that triangle. So I went down to the daily chart and found an inverse head and shoulders pattern with the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and the neckline here at 93. So I'm suggesting buying that on any of these dips with a stop at, I don't know, 87.50. And if we're able to break above 93, it puts this pattern intact, and we have a $104 price projection. And that's all within a much bigger pattern, which would give us a much, much higher price projection. So today was a good day to add to the physical platinum shares ETF. Any weakness, I'd be adding. GDX, this is I've had this out since March or April, and the big inverse head and shoulders pattern here. It's 1, 2, 3, almost 4 years in the making. We got the breakout, the retest, and now we've been going with higher highs and higher lows. I don't like this negative divergence on the weekly chart, so I've been reluctant to add. I did touch my position today and added a few shares, but I'm not as bullish on uh, the gold miners ETF as I am, let's say, REITs or something of that ilk, platinum. Not yet. I will be, but not yet. And the sentiment's really high on gold right now, so which is a contrarian indicator. TLT, the 20-year Treasury ETF. This is the big inverse head and shoulders pattern. The breakout gave us a $115 price projection, and we're getting a pullback here. And so I haven't been adding to this, but I am now, and I'll show you why. This is a weekly chart. Each one of these bars represents a week of price action. We're going to go down to the daily and we're going to take a look at this. And here's the daily, and you can see that as of probably tomorrow with another down day, these lines will be converging and will give us a bearish rainbow convergence, which should stop the bleeding. And usually prices pause when that happens. And then until the moving averages come down and touch the price, the type 2 retracement is when prices actually come back to the retracement and then it sees if it can break through or not. So, let's say tomorrow we're down and let's say the 20-year treasuries at 94, these lines are touching. The next day we could get some sort of retracement back to the convergence. So I want to make sure I have my position in order when these lines are touching for some sort of a bounce. China, uh, you should last week, I don't even know what percentage this was up. I want to say it was 10 or 12%. And that's when actually the Shanghai index was actually closed. But the euphoria here is so strong now for Chinese stocks. It's so funny, which to me is a contrarian indicator. And then today we're up another 3%. You should have been selling a few shares on that kind of an up day. So, and you can see how overbought we are. So eventually, we're going to get some sort of a pullback. The price projection on this particular pattern is $39, so not that far away. BABA is the same, by the way. I'd be selling a few shares on any kind of strength. So thank you for watching Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. Please like and subscribe. Have a great evening, and tomorrow will be interesting.